Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Salin Sewing Tutorial. In today's video, we'll be making a crop top and a full flay skirt. We'll be cutting the skirts in two parts, 90-degree flay. I want to thank you all for subscribing and always returning back to my channel. So right now, let's dive into the cutting of this flay. So now, before folding my fabric in a 90-degree flay. I'll hold the tip of one side of the fabric and I'm going to bend it in a triangular form. So this is called the 90-degree flay. So I'll pin it down. I'll secure my fabric with my pin. After securing the fabric with my pin, so from the tip of the fabric, I'm going to take the length of what the skirt is. I want this my skirt to be very long because I wear it under the bust. So from the tip I took 11.5 inches downward. 11.5 inches, you can see I'm marking it. So I'm going to mark 11.5 inches all through round, just as you can see me doing on the screen. Please, if you don't know how to cut different degrees of flay, go watch my video. I have a video that I did on how to cut the different degrees of flay, so go watch it. It will help you in calculating your radius. So from the tip of my waist, first of all, you see me taking my tape upward just because I want the skirt to have a 3 inches band. So I had to take the tape forward by 3 inches. So from that line, the line started from 3 inches actually. So from there, I'm going to measure what I want the skirt to be. I want the skirt to be the total length of the skirt is 45 inches, including the 3 inches band. So subtract the 3 inches band from the 45 inches, we are left with 42 inches. So I added half inch at the top for um joining the band together with the skirt, then 1 inch for hemming allowance. So we have a total of 43.5 inches all through. So I'm going to mark 43.5 inches round. You can see what I'm doing right now. So this is me marking it all round. Then I'm going to connect the dots together. So after connecting dots together, I'll then cut it. So that is how it is. So this is the front part of the skirt. Remember, when you're calculating your radius size, put your seam allowance, your sewing allowance, your side sewing allowance. My side sewing allowance was included in this um cutting, so I'll cut this out. So after cutting the front, I'm going to use this front to cut the back part of this skirt. All we'll be needing is adding an extra 1 inch at the back part for our zip allowance. So this is me folding the fabric again in a triangular form, which is the second 90 degrees. So this skirt is a total of 180 degree because we have 90 at the front and 90 at the back, giving us 180 degrees. So I'm placing the front part of the skirt on this fabric that I've folded, leaving a 1 inch allowance for zip. So you can see I'm done arranging it. You have to take your time to arrange it properly. You can see the 1 inch I left for zipper allowance. So I'm going to cut this also. So you can see here, I was trying to confirm the waist measurement because I'm using a total waist of 34 inches. I'm trying to confirm the waist measurements here. Then after doing that, I'm going to slash open the zipper allowance. So I'm done with that. We'll be cutting the top of the crop top. So I want this shape, you can see, to be at the center of the front of the top. So that is why I'll be folding it from the center of this this shape, you can see. So this is me folding it. So the line you see me drawing, so the line you see me drawing is my starting point. This is where I want my top to start from. So this is my starting line. So from this line, I'm going to take a total of 21 inches, because the underbust of this blast of this person of my underbust is 16. So I added 2 inches to 16 to get my waist measurement. Then I added an extra 1 inch, which is 19 inches. Then I added an extra 2.5 inches because I wanted the tip, the down part of this crop top to be, the folding of the down part of this crop top to be big. So that is why I added extra for folding and seam. So I'm imputing my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5, then shoulder slope 1 inch. Then from the shoulder slope, I took 9 inches to get my armhole. Then from there, I'm going to impute my shoulder measurement 7.5. I'll connect the dots together. Then from there, I'm going to take my bust measurement. My bust is 44 inches, which is 11 inches on fold. And I'm going to add extra 1 inch for ease. You can see me doing that. So I have 12 inches there. Then an extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. So whatever I'm going to take for my waist measurement is what I'll be taking for my under bust measurement. My under bust measurement is 36, but I'll be making it 34. You know, it's a free top. It's not supposed to be tight. So I'll be making it 40. So I took 10 inches, including sewing allowance. I took 10 inches for my under bust. And also I'm taking 10 inches for my waist plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Then I'll connect the lines together. You see, from the underbust to the waist is going to be just straight. So I've connected the lines together. So coming back to my arm, I'm going to look for the midpoints after the shoulder slope, the arm, yes, shoulder slope. Then from there, I'm going to come in by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect it to the tip of the shoulder and also to my bust measurement. So I'll connect it. Then for the back, because I'll be using this front piece to cut the back too. So from the center point of the armhole, I'm just going to connect it with a curved line to the bust for the back. Then my shoulder width is 4 inches, and my shoulder depth I took 4.5, and my neck width I took 4 inches, and my neck depth I took 4.5. This is how I want it. So it depends on how wide you want it to be. But if you're using a chiffon fabric, I will advise you not to cut the shoulder too wide. Instead, after cutting it, if it's not as wide as what you want, you trim it. So this is it. Then for the back neck, I took 3 inches for shoulder depth. So I just do a curve line. So now I'll be using this front piece. After cutting it, I'll be using this front piece to cut my back. I forgot to secure my fabric with a pin. So this is what you saw me doing now. Then I'm going to connect my shoulder slope. Then I'll cut it out right now. So now I've folded another fabric into two. Then I'll be placing my front piece at the back of this fabric to cut my back. And from the center back, I left 0.5 inches. Reason because I want that straight line at the back. And from that straight line, for the at the center of the blouse, for example, let me say the blouse is 20 inches. When I got to 10 inches, I'm going to come in by 3/4 of an inch so that it will look as if there's a dart, but there's no dart. So this is the back part of the dress, and this is the front. So I'm going to do all the necessary adjustments at the front. The adjustments like the armhole coming in by 0.5 inch, I'm going to trim that out. And also my neck opening, I'm going to trim it to the correct one I want for the front. So this is it. I'm done cutting the back and the back and the front piece. So now I'm going to move over to cutting of the sleeve. But before I do that, I'm going to take the measurement from my shoulder. You see, I started it not from the tip of the bust side. I started it from where the shoulder would be. So this is my material is on fold. I'm securing it with pin. So I want the length of my sleeve to be 8 inch. Then I want the hemming allowance and the down to be 1 inch. Then sewing allowance at the tip. That means sewing allowance of the sleeve to the main dress ½ inch. So I have a total of 9.5 inches as my sleeve length. So I'll just curve it a bit there, then I'll use my tape rule to take measurement. The measurement, my arm measurement is 10.5, so that is me marking 10.5, and my round sleeve is 7. I don't want it tight, so I'm using 7 inches, and I added extra 1 inch for sewing allowance and also extra 1 inch for the armhole. So I'm done cutting one part, and I'm using this one to cut the second sleeve right now. That is what I'm doing. So we are done with this right. So guys, this is it for the cutting. I'm sweating. I don't know, but that's just nice. So this is the front part, the blouse, the crop top. This is for the front. Why this is for the back. These are the sleeves. So this is the skirt, the front and the back. Then this is the band. So the skirt is going to be having a pocket. And in my last video where I made the flay, the A shape, the flay gown, I showed you how I normally cut my pocket the easiest way. So there's no need putting that. If you want to see that, just go to my last video and you see how I cut the pocket. So I'll go over to sewing machine now and I'll sew this and come show you what it looks like. So this is me sewing the skirt. I'm done joining the skirt. So this is the band. So I just wanted to show you that I added ST to the band to make it thicker. So you can use paper gum or whatsoever. So I just decided to add ST to make it thicker. So guys, this is the end result of our sewing. It's looking so beautiful. Our crop top and our 180-degree flay skirt. So this is the back view. This is it. You can see me raising my hand up. Nothing is showing because I made it in a way that the skirt will go very close to my underbust. So what do you think about this style? Do you enjoy this video? Are you going to try it? Please, if you will, I want you to give the video a like. Thank you. Until I see you. Bye. Bye.